Okay guys, so today we are finally doing my Q&A that I mentioned in my last two previous videos, maybe three, I'm not too sure. But I have a couple questions here that I'm going to be answering for you guys, and if there's a question that you know that you didn't get answered, always feel free to leave it in the comment section below of this video and I'll always make sure to answer as soon as I see it. DM me on Twitter or hit me up in the Discord, or even ask anyone that really knows me, they probably could answer for you as well. And before we start, I want to say thank you so much for the love on all my previous videos coming to live streams. I'll probably be live streaming tonight, which today is April the 10th. So if you're watching it the day it's uploaded, come swing by. It'll probably be around 5 to 7. I'm not too sure about that. But again, follow me on Twitter and in the Discord and you will find out. Or just turn on those good old notifications. Okay, so the first question is from Izzy Cartoons. How do you start YouTube and who are your top 5 favorite Naruto characters and why? Now, I'm not gonna hit on the how did you start YouTube because the homie Ego hit me up with another question and I think that's coming up soon, so I'm gonna hit all that up in one big question and go over that at one time. But for the who are your top 5 Naruto characters and why, this was a semi-easy list for me to compile, but it was kind of hard for the fourth one, and we'll get into that. So number 1, of course, is Kakashi Hatake, and now a lot of people will wonder why I like that character so much. Now the reason I always like Kakashi so much is because he has such a dark past but such a bright come up to being the well-developed character that he is by the end of Naruto. He goes from being a strict, disciplined ninja that his father has been called a traitor, to having to kill Ren, seeing one of his only best friends die, to becoming one of the youngest members of the Anbu, to continually being dark and then finally being opened up and being brought forth as more of a serious role model for Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, and also have a comedic relief to him with his pornography books. If you don't know what that is, it's pornography. And then also some of his jutsus like the 1,000 Years of Death when he shoves his fingers up someone's ass. That's funny as hell. Number 2 is kind of my fanboy side and probably one of the most common answers you get when someone asks you who's your favorite character in Naruto, which is Minato Uzumaki. Now, we briefly only saw Minato in the arc with Obito. We don't really get to know too much about Minato, but just seeing his character, how he protects Kushina and Naruto, and he's such a badass that I just love the character itself. His whole ninjutsu is focused on speed, and growing up I was a real big track star and I was really into running, so seeing a character in Naruto that could actually move the fastest in the world, it just astonished me, and he became one of my favorite characters. Number 3 is Might Guy / Rock Lee. Now, the reason I say Might Guy / Rock Lee is because they pretty much have the same character build. Neither of them can use ninjutsu, and they're both sensei and student, so having them grouped together is a common thing for me to do. My 4th favorite Naruto character would have to be Yamato, and the reason I'm saying Yamato is because Yamato, once again, just like Kakashi, had a dark past. He grew up in the Anbus under Danzo's control, being brainwashed, being forced to do things he didn't want to do, and plus he's a clone of the almighty Hashirama, so he's one of the few people that can actually do wood-style ninjutsu. And for the 5th and final, it's a tie between 2 characters, and they're the main characters, Naruto and Sasuke. Now, the reason they're the 4th and 5th, and really you can even throw Boruto in there, is because they're well thought out characters. They have a good storyline, and their ninjutsus are just fucking awesome. Next question is from Unidentified Ego, which is the homie, by the way. What motivates you to continue doing YouTube, and who's your inspiration? This kind of goes back with the first question that I just answered, which how did you start YouTube? Now I'm tying these two in together, so let's get on into it. What motivates me to continue doing YouTube is people actually coming at me and be like, hey, when you gonna be uploading this? When's the summoning videos coming out? Hey Shadow, can you help me with this? Hey Shadow, can you help me with that? Or just going to live stream and live streaming. I remember the first time I live streamed my YouTube channel, I was like, you know, I'm probably gonna get Steven and Rand and a couple others watching me, and that's about it. And this was when I was like around 200 subs or so, and I actually ended up getting like 20-30 people watching me, which it was astonishing. I had never streamed before on that channel, and it was so cool just to see people coming in, and even when I stream now, people coming in and watching me and commenting and helping me out. I help them. I just find that so amazing. Who's your inspiration? Now, my inspiration to start doing YouTube would probably be Nadeshot or Optic Big Timer. Now, the reason I say these two guys for is because with the old channel, I was really big into Call of Duty. I'm still a big Call of Duty fan. I don't like the direction it's taking now, but that's a totally different subject. But them two were my biggest motivations to start doing YouTube. Nadeshot is so funny. Big Timer is funny as hell. I still watch them to this day. So they really inspire me to actually start uploading my COD games and to enjoy the uploading and talking to people. Now, if we're talking about inspirations to start this channel, it was people from my old channel that told me if I didn't like the direction this channel is going, I should probably make a new one directed towards what I am more happy doing. And also probably Afro Senju, Living Ichigo, and Rhyme Style, just to see them playing anime type games and having fun with it and having such a large community behind it supporting them. It was so inspirational. I was like, you know, I can do this. I'm good at Naruto. I can play this shit. Next question is from Shoddy639. Shoddy is the homie, by the way. What is the last picture you took on your phone? Well, I'll put it up on screen now if the person doesn't have a problem with it. But my last picture on my phone that I took is a picture of my girlfriend's friend she works at McDonald's, and I was going through the drive-thru and randomly she was there. So I snapped a picture of her with some dumbass face. So I'll put it on screen if I remember and if she doesn't care. Spontaneous Gaming asks, can you eat my ass? What does it taste like? SPZ asks, how do I gain subs? Please subscribe to my channel, it's dying. You guys should definitely go sub to SPZ, Spontaneous, Unidentified Ego, and Reborn Rain. All of them will be linked down below if I can remember, but you can always go find them through, or even clicking on their name in the comment section below. How do I gain subs? Now, I get a question about this a lot, especially with my older channel, not with this one. But Steven's asking is because it's a funny joke. It's something that we joke around with in the Discord. But for real, guys, the way you gain subs is collabing with people. I'm always down to collab with someone. Whenever new raids come out, if you want to collab, hit me up in the Discord or Twitter, or even in the comment section. I'm going to tell you, hit me up in the Twitter or Discord, but you can initially hit me up in the comment section. And I'm down to collab with anyone. Your size doesn't really matter to me. I'm down to help anyone grow with their YouTube channel. Jalen C asks, Shadow, what's your real name? My real name is Dylan. I'm not going to tell you my last name because I might do it as a mod test later down the road, because I do plan on appointing a new mod for 1K subs. But so guys, if y'all know it, do not comment down below because I accidentally let it slip in a live stream one day. So that's gonna be the test. Reborn Rain asks, can you make me mod when you hit 2K subs? Skip. Pinky Bear, or aka Brandon, asks, when are you doing a face reveal? Ta-da! We have another question from Jalen C. When will you tell more story times? So guys, if y'all didn't know, the last time I did a limit break video, I was limit breaking the Wisdom Kabuto, and I was telling a story, and I was like, guys, if y'all want more stories, let me know down in the comment section below. And you know, I haven't done another limit breaking video since then, so I haven't had time to tell another story. But if you guys would like to have that as an entirely separate series, not just when I'm limit breaking, let me know down in the comment section below. I will be totally down to do it. I did it on my previous channel, so I have a lot of funny stories that I can tell that y'all would definitely enjoy. Or just let me know and I continue doing it when I just do my limit break videos, and I'll release those probably once a month. Next question is from Guy. If I pronounce your name wrong, don't get mad at me. I love you. Mohammed Sirhan. Again, I'm pretty sure I got the first name right. I definitely know I got the last name wrong. How long have you been doing YouTube, and why did you start doing it and do a summoning video? Number one, summoning video will be coming. I haven't summoned on the last couple of banners because they have either been filler banners or I just had no pearls or no time to summon on it. And I'm sorry about that because I did promise you guys a summoning video for the Sage Mode Jiraiya and Conan banner, especially on JP, but I completely forgot, so I apologize for that. How long have you been doing YouTube, and how did you start doing it? We already went over how I started doing it, but how long have I been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube for about maybe 3 to 4 years now. I worked on my original channel for about a year and a half or so, and I got to around 700 subs, but then I stopped for a while and my channel died off. And then plus when I came back doing anime games, no one liked it on that channel, so I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and make a new channel. And I've been on this channel for about a year. It is legit going to be a year in about 5 or 6 days. So thank you guys so much for helping me reach my 1K sub goal in a year. That was fucking amazing. It took me about a year on my other channel just to hit 100 subs. Another question from Peaky Bear, or aka Brandon. How old are you? I am 21 years old. Okay, last question is from Unidentified Ego, and I saved this one for last because it's going to be the most confusing one for me to answer because it does get into the Naruto side of things. Who should have died instead of Neji? I truthfully do not believe that no one else besides Neji should have died. Now the reason for that is because Neji was such a good character. Naruto has a way of changing characters to different characters, so to speak. So pretty much he would go from an evil character into a good character like Nagato, like the Nine Tails, like Obito, like Sasuke. They will go from some anti-hero or deep dark depression into something that's a lot better and that's helpful and that is loving. Neji thought his life was predetermined by his father and by his clan to only lead his clan in the future. By Neji defending Naruto and, so to speak, killing himself, he showed that he was able to change his future just like how Naruto told him he could back in the Chunin exams. So if Neji wouldn't have died, I don't think it would have changed Neji at all. He would have still followed the same predetermined path. He would still be a badass and a good character, but his character development would not be final and complete without him dying here. So by Neji dying, I think that really completes his character and his overall story behind the character. So I think he should have been that one that died in that instance. But anyway guys, that's all the questions we have. If you had commented a question before me recording this, I'll make sure to answer it down in the comment section below. And if I do not answer it in a day or two, make sure you re-comment it on this video and I'll make sure to get to it. Or if you have any more questions, leave it in this comment section in this video. Anyway guys, I'll see you the fuck later. Peace.